Oh gosh, bless me. Technology, what a nightmare. Apologies for the cutout on video part 1. Hopefully a couple of you might make your way back for video part 2. Technical gremlins. I don't know what happened. As soon as I zoomed the camera in, I lost just the video feed and it wouldn't come back. So it went to USB streaming standby. So I need to figure out how to get that to go back to USB streaming output. So, bless you, found us again. Oh, hey, Louise, I didn't realise you were lurking and watching. This is nice to see you this evening. Hey, Joanna. Hey, Anne-Marie. Good. Thank you for trying to come back. Bless you all. Okay, so hopefully those that maybe don't find the web out will be able to watch this on catch up. But just kind of got to this point. I'll lift it up rather than take the camera in for you. Got to this point where we had all these kind of white dots here. Oh, you're making boxes. Oh, bless you, lovely. I know you love a box just as much as I do. I would say actually you probably love boxes more than I do. Ah, hey, is that Diane? DT? Nice to see you. So all you're going to do is ink it back up again and then stamp it again. I don't want to move the camera, I'm scared. Stamp it down again and it stamps in exactly the same place. So you get a much better stamp, and you can do that as many times as you want to get a really, really good clean stamp. So yeah, I do love the Stamparatus for that. And you can see the difference between the two of these. You get that really dark bold against this kind of a little bit washed out grey on a first stamp. Again, you can just keep doing that. I might even just do that once more. I want this nice and bold. As long as you've got your paper in the same place as you had before, you'll be absolutely fine. And that magnet should help to keep it all in place. Look at that. Yeah, massive difference. So that's the Stamparatus. And really good for these kind of bold sentiments or anything that you're stamping directly onto kind of your work surface. I'll show you what I mean. So this one here, where I stamped it kind of after I'd done everything else almost. And I knew I needed it to be right. Hey, Eloise, nice to see you. We had a bit of a malfunction on video 1. So this is part 2 of the video. Will be, I don't know if I might try and download them and merge them together and upload them separately. We'll see how we get on. So this one here I used a Stamparatus for as well. So that's going to go on there like that. I'm going to die cut this now, this big dark bold sentiment, with the die that comes in the set, this one here. And I'm just going to chop it down, make it a little bit easier for myself. And then I can grab my mini. I'll line this up in the mini and pop it through. If you don't have a mini cut and emboss, I so recommend it. I get so much use out of mine, and loads and loads of our dies go through it. I think that's kind of straight. I'm going to look at it afterwards, and I know it won't be. Oh, that's good. I popped up on notifications. I should have done before, because every time I schedule a YouTube live, it says it's going to notify people. But I've been kind of informed that it doesn't. Isn't it frustrating? So this is what I've got, and I need to make a card with it all. So let's see how we get on, shall we? I think somebody who said this might be right. One kind of under and one over. I think a bit more like that. Don't know who it was, but I think that's a good idea. So I'm just going to go. I'm going to go for it. Sometimes you just have to make a decision and stick to it. This is going to go down flat. I feel like I've got enough of the ink blending on here. Oh, Louise, I am pleased. Oh, good. That worked then. And you found your way back. Thank you. Don't know what happened. I need to do a bit of digging into my camera because it's happened twice recently where I've moved the camera and I think I've knocked something and it's gone into standby. Pesky. So I think that's going to go up on dimensionals. I think I want both of these up on dimensionals and then we can just start to build the card itself. So let's grab some of these. Do you know one of the biggest questions I get asked is how many dimensionals do you use? And the answer is I'm never really sure. It's just how stingy I'm being at the time. See here, do I want to do kind of this? And whether I want to make patterns from them or whether I'm just going put a few on in a really straight line. Okay, so that's going to go on. I'm going straight. My nerves can't take going at a jaunty angle. And that dark, bold paper behind automatically just kind of gets broken up by your white area here. So I'm going to go off the page with this. I don't think it looks right being dead center. So I'm just going to go off the page with that one. And again, that's going to go on dimensionals. I am just going to put a few down the middle though for this one. So I think about there. Hello, Carol. Nice to see you this evening. That's a lot of lovely purple hearts. Thank you ever so much. Perfect purple hearts for my purple cards. We've gone properly purple today. So I think, yeah, I think that's going to go up there like that. We'll have that one coming under there like that, and there. I feel like I need something down here. Do we need another one? I don't know if I can afford. I don't know if I can got the time or patience to colour another one in. Or do we go one under, one over? I thought I had this. I thought I had this when I designed it. Questions. Oh yes, definitely gems. I've got the pastel adhesive back sequins for sure. I wonder whether those would be enough. Don't want a random leaf down there, do we? That looks silly. Under there. One under there, one under there. And then maybe one big gem down here. I'm faffing. That's what I'm doing. Trying to figure it out. Original way with gems at the bottom to break it up. Okay, I'm all over this, Louise. I'm all over it. I've got it. The other thing I could do is die cut some white leaves. But I think you're right. I don't know if it needs it. Okay, 2 seconds. Let me grab my take your pick tool. I can't find it. It's not where it should be. I think like that. I wonder whether I've gone too high up with the sentiment, but let's stick that on. Put those to one side, and then we're just going to go for it. So I'm going to go dimensionals with that one. Just want one there and one there. With the flower like that. And then I can go ahead and just stick all this underneath. I don't think these leaves need a massive amount of glue. They're quite fine on the back. I'm going to stick the leaves down and then I'm going to place that flower. Quite often find that's the easiest way to do it. Stick the underneath things down first. And then you can kind of see where everything else needs to go on top of it. And that one can slot in just underneath there, like that. So one card, two cards. Not quite finished, not quite finished. This one just needs to be placed properly rather than higgledy-piggledy. So let's put some, and don't forget you can always use the backings here. So I love using these for the big strips. Or rather, I love using the big strips for these kind of big areas that we've got here. I need to go to bed. 12-hour shift, 4 days. It's been a bit of a hectic week. Okay, peel all these off. Well, you see, Louise, it's a funny story. So I was thinking, this kind of all like, you know where inspiration comes from and goes to, and sometimes you end up totally a different place to where you thought you were going to end up. I actually started with, let me grab it and show you. So there's our two cards. So yeah, they go really well together. I thought they were the kind of two peas in a pod. Still feel like I need something underneath here, but I'm just going to leave it alone for now. I actually started with this box in my hands and assembled, and I had kind of planned so you'd easily get the two cards and the two envelopes in there. Oh, you want some gold twine under there, do you, Anne-Marie? Not a bad shout. And then I thought, well, I could decorate the box because doesn't that look quite nice with the craft card underneath? So I may still do something like this and have the two cards as part of a little gift box set. So great minds think alike. Right, come on then, Anne-Marie, seeing it's handy, although I better not forget to take it to Cupper and Card tomorrow because this was out for Cupper and Card. You think maybe a little bit of gold twine. Just don't know how I'm going to get it under. I didn't put many dimensionals on this one, which could be a blessing in disguise. It kind of needs to feed under. If this doesn't work within the next couple of minutes, I'm going to say bid you all good night, and I'm going to figure something out and then come back to it. And I might end up dissecting my entire card. That always happens. But yes, I think that looks really nice with a bit of gold twine on. I just don't know whether I'm just tie a bow with a nice long tail and then pop that on. Stampin' Up gold twine is so pretty as well. Don't know. Oh, that's quite nice. Just a little bow underneath there. Oh yes, that's pretty. Well done, Anne-Marie. Can always rely on you for a good idea. And then this one's going to have one too, obviously. For the twine and the box. Yes. Good idea for the twine and good idea for the box. Okay, let's see if this sticks there. I like it. I like the way the ends just... You can just chop that end off. It's a bit rough. There we go. And then we will have another bow on this side. Let's put that in the middle of the floor so I don't forget to take it. Does anyone else do that? If you need to remember to take something, just throw it in the middle of the floor. Okay. On that one. Just like that, I think, in the middle of the flowers there. What do we reckon? Not sure that one needs it, but I feel like I want to go both. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go wild. Wild in the aisles. Right, well that, my lovelies, is that. Apologies for the technical hitch halfway through. I don't know what happened, but I will investigate, see if we can avoid it happening again. Thank you for coming back or joining for the first time if you didn't see the part one. I will try and join these two videos together, upload it as one. I'll be writing a blog post about these two as well, but I won't be here next week. Ah, thanks, Gina. I'm glad you made your way back. Bless you. Threw you all out on the streets. I won't be here next week. I've got to work, sadly. And then it's Christmas. So I will potentially be back between Christmas and the New Year, but I'm just going to see how I feel. It's going to be a busy 2023. So what with everything and classes, I might just give myself a bit of a break. But if I'm bored and around and I've got cards to share, then I might hop on and just say, hey, everybody. So you'll have to bear with me on that one, but definitely not here next week. So I will wish you all a really, really Merry Christmas. Whatever you're doing, wherever you are, however you're celebrating or not celebrating, I hope it's a really nice festive period for you. Just some downtime maybe, or if you're working, because I know how that feels, then thank you for working through Christmas so that the country can keep going. I've got this Christmas off, which I'm very, very lucky and very, very pleased about. So, thanks, guys. Thank you ever so much. Bless you for coming. Thank you. And I will see you all again really, really soon. Take care. Stay safe. Stay warm in this cold weather. Enjoy. Have a good Christmas. And I will see you on the other side. Thanks, guys. Take it easy. Bye for now.